Well, we didn't know this place existed till last week, literally. And I know I have a sled in my camper somewhere. Just gotta find it. We've used it a few different places.
Sled? We need one of these.
I just successfully made my first ever sand adventure on my own in my Jeep because I've never done it before. Everyone is leaving Glamis this morning. Wow. Welcome to the channel of the Roving Veterans.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bethany.
And don't forget about our dog, the Traveling Maverick.
We chose our name because we RV, and we're also both military veterans.
We bought our first camper in 2020 and been full-time ever since.
Pulling up at night. We literally never do that, but sometimes you gotta do it to do what you want to do, and that is this. We want to camp at Glamis on pavement. So what happened was, we were boondocking 30 minutes from Glamis, and we found Osborne Overlook empty. So we went straight back to the camper, loaded up, and hauled butt to Osborne Overlook. It might be in the dark, but we're gonna make it happen because we want to camp here. We out here doing it at night, but we're gonna get it done. See the city of side-by-siders. That's pretty much all that is out there, is side-by-siders. All right, y'all, we officially made it to Glamis. We are at the Glamis area, Imperial Sand Dunes, the largest sand dunes in America. Well, it is 8:13 and we haven't ate dinner yet because we literally just got here. So we're doing an easy dinner tonight, and we're having dirty rice. We're going to have a bag of rice that already had all of the flavors and seasonings into it, and adding a bratwurst. Well, adding a couple of bratwursts to it. So I got my bratwurst cooking over here. Got my dirty rice cooking here. And we're about to have some dinner in the middle of the freaking sand dunes. We are on the one of the only paved areas out here. I'm so excited.
Yeah, check this out. Here they come.
You see lights? Here they come.
That's how close we are to the dunes.
We are on the dunes. Look, right over there. Is that where the bathroom is?
I think that's where the pit toilets are.
Yeah, their bathrooms are over there.
So we get a lot of visitors stopping at the pit toilets, but
at least we're on this end and not the end.
we're literally right here looking over the dunes in Glamis. The best spot we've had in a long time, I think.
Got that Arizona-made bratwurst. Put it in some dirty rice and time to eat. Well, I cannot tell you the last time me and Rob were both out of bed at like 6:30, but we don't want to get a ticket. We got to the BLM spot last night after the office had closed, and everybody has told us, and we've even witnessed with our eyes, those rangers are out giving tickets left and right. So we're trying to get to the store to buy a permit and come back hopefully before the BLM people get over here and give us a ticket, because we don't want to do that. So that's the only reason we're up right now. I even got hair going everywhere. This is us.
Wow.
And look where we're parked. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's a beautiful sunrise. Beautiful sunrise. So we're in the Jeep, and Rob's going to write a letter and put on the truck to let them know that we promised that we're going to pay. We just haven't yet. That's what we're doing, like right now. So this is going to be our view the next week at least. I'm not really sure how long.
And that dune is cool.
Somebody
look
out
at the
here
drone.
overlanding last night.
They're droning the dune, see it?
Oh yeah, I do see it.
Man,
Dude.
these dunes going forever if you look south, huh?
Well, look that way. They're going that way too. So where can you get your permit for Glamis to be out in the dunes and all of that? You can go into the town of Brawley and get it there, or you can go to the Glamis Beach store, which is right in Glamis. Looks like the train's about to come.
2 tracks.
Oh no, he's going way fast.
Wow. I don't know what he was thinking.
I don't either.
I hope he stops though. Man, that would have been bad.
Yeah, that was like a fuel truck.
That would have been bad. He was flying.
He was going way too fast.
There's a triple axle. He made it out of there.
I'm trapped over here in between the toy hauler and the Jeep. But this is the best thing about having a toy hauler is you can get gas not in California where the gas is cheaper. And then when you get to California, then you use the cheap gas from another state. Yeah. So, Rob's going to fill my Jeep up right here.
Looks like we're both about full.
Good. Let's do this thing, boo thing. I'm going to show you something that could be a little bit confusing out at Glamis. Ready? So on this side, 14-day camping limit. On that side, no camping at all. Don't be this idiot who leaves 3 bottles in the middle of the sand. Like, what's wrong with people?
Well, at least we picked it up.
I'm just going to put it here for now. That way when we're done, we'll come pick it up all the way. Come on, baby. Let's go play in the sand. You don't want to play in the sand?
Wow, you can see so far.
If you had asked me last week where Glamis was or where the Imperial Sand Dunes were, I wouldn't have been able to answer you that. Guess what we found this week? Best thing about full-time RV living is you find some of the coolest places you never knew existed. So while we had no plans on being here, because we didn't know this place existed, we're about to spend 2 weeks here. How cool. And look at our primo parking spot. So we are camping right here for the week. How awesome. There's a 14-day camping limit here. It is BLM land. You probably want to go to town to get your permit or go to one of the stores in Glamis. It's just going to be more expensive in Glamis. If you go to Brawley, it's cheaper. See you out here. We timed this trip perfectly. Look at the inside temperature this morning. 68 outside, or sorry, 68 in here, 58 outside, 68 under our belly. So it's like highs of 80, high 70s and 80, low 80s, and lows of 50s. So the swing is just about perfect. We can use our mini split during the day if we need to, but last night we didn't use any propane, any heat, anything, and we're at 68 degrees, so that's pretty good.
This may be one of the coolest campsites we found, huh?
The most amazing. So happy. Cannot believe we made this happen.
Check out all these dunes. Wowzers. How cool. We did not know the Imperial Sand Dunes even existed before a few days ago. Now we're camping here.
Everyone is leaving Glamis this morning. Wow.
Yeah, there's a truck like ours. Oh, he's still got the drive-out tag on it.
Wow, Rob, can you imagine? Look at all of this.
Off into the desert.
Now I almost wish we didn't do this because now we're going to have to wait on this line to get back, or we just going to do it, or we just going to put our whip out.
I don't know if there'd be any way to get around this.
Oh my gosh, look at how long this line is. Hang on, I'm about to turn. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad this is not us
There's
trying
our
to
dumpsters.
leave right
We got
now.
trash, good.
Oh,
At least we can throw our trash away. That's a plus.
Have you ever...
Look, there's people pulled over right there on a side-by-side, and there's another guy watching the dumpsters right here.
What's the dumpster watcher doing, you reckon?
About to ask us what we're doing and ask us if we got permits, and because we're going to try to throw some trash away, aren't we?
I'm going to throw some trash away.
Look, that's a female driving that trailer right there.
Yeah?
That brand new AT4X.
I'm going to go talk to this park ranger right here.
I'm going to talk to him for.
Ask him
Look
if
at this
he
procession.
thinks-
Wow. I seriously doubt you'd find your buddy out here.
This is worse than the dump station in Quartzsite, y'all.
This is just to get out of this
This
place.
is just to leave.
Oh, just gonna look and see which wash we're at. See if we can spot your buddy.
This is what happens when you want to come to Glamis on a holiday weekend. You might just be in line the entire day. These people better get comfortable. Oh my gosh. Look, there's a Mighty Mo. I can't believe this, dude. Have you ever seen... And this is all... It really depends on how many people you got, or how good the drivers are trying to leave when they're trying to leave. Like, how hesitant are they about pulling out of here? You know what I mean? Are they comfortable pulling out? My gosh. You can't even see the end of it. Absolutely could change people's mind if they come on a holiday weekend. If you see this line trying to just get out of here. Finally found the end. So, the line literally went all the way to Wash 8.
Ripping! Man, people are wild out here. Would have never thought people would bring these RVs out here like this.
Yeah, they do though.
It's gonna be awesome watching these people leave.
I'm getting us not stuck.
So far. Famous last
that's
words.
what I wanted to do.
Oh, there was those
That.
rigs that burned down.
But is there anywhere to
There's a couple of big
stopping? This is hard.
fifth wheels that
This is hard ground.
burn up, and that's really sad.
It is sad. So we officially found the spot where that camper, actually it's two campers on fire this weekend. Golly. Also, we did, somebody who knows these people who we watch on YouTube, he said that these people did not have insurance on their camper. That's unfortunate. That means they lost everything. Look, they lost their side-by-sides and everything. Everything they would have had. How awful. Found where all the smoke was coming from the other day, y'all. And I hate it for these people. But, man, if you're going to come leave your camper out in the middle of this, you better have insurance because there's no water. The only water out here is what people have in their holding tanks. And how much water do people put in their holding tanks when they're only out here to have fun and do whatever? Hate it. When I tell y'all you better have your permits if you're out here, they are ticketing people for real. I literally feel like we're in a boat right now. And this dude's hauling his whole toy hauler through this. I can't imagine being him right now. But I feel like people that come out
It's
here...
one way to get around the line, though.
Yeah, it is, if you can off-road.
He just smoked all those people.
Yes, he did.
Left him in his dust.
Look.
What do you think, dear? Having fun?
I'm having a blast, actually. I didn't really get to enjoy my own Jeep in the sand or doing anything off-road this summer, so I'm doing it now. Well, this is the last big weekend that Glamis is going to have of the season because they close down around April because the sand is too hot to be out here. So we're just going to go for the one last little weekend hoorah and see what they got down here. After 4.5 years full-time RVing, this is the first time we've chosen a destination in the state of California. We were kind of scared away just knowing the prices of everything, but wow, were we shocked at the souvenir prices. Yeah, we even got hoodies for $10. Check out the Glamis Diner if you're in for some food. The owners were super cool, down to earth, and friendly. So what's on the menu, you ask? Anything look interesting? I'm gonna say one thing though. Getting on this one, right? Go up. Fried Oreos are $11. I know how to make those. We got highway speed, which means the whip came out.
Got it.
Went a little too fast for the whip to be just plopped out the window on the highway, huh?
Yep.
What do you think, Maverick? Are you on top of the world out here? You on top of the world out here? Because I feel like I'm on top of the world out here. Never knew this place existed, y'all. This is in America. Can you believe that? Well, we didn't know this place existed till last week, literally. And I know I have a sled in my camper somewhere. I just gotta find it. We've used it a few different places.
Sled? We need one of these. Look at that. Look at these sand rails, sand cars. Gnarly.
Look, they got seats in the back. We got to ask them for a ride.
Man, bet you'd feel like you were absolutely flying. There's a bunch of side-by-sides on the big dune up there on top, looking like a ant line. But this is our deck here, where we can sit out
Home sweet home.
and watch what's going on the dunes here.
You got Maverick plastered to the... Look. He's got the choice of his dog bed, nice soft sand,
He'd rather.
or that.
Oh, Bubba,
Okay.
what's wrong?
What you hearing? I know that does not look very big, but it's actually quite large. It's just out here, there's so many of them that they all, you just can't tell the size of it. You really can't. See them in the distance? I don't really know where they're going, but okay, so here's the hill, or the dune. I'm trying to decide if I want to sled down. And I say I'm trying to decide because it looks way steeper than I thought. But you don't know unless you try it, right? Well, this is me, and there's our camper on pavement. Yeah, if you got no reason not to come out here, I'd say come out here. Why not? Oh, it's beautiful. Out of breath from coming back up the hill, but I made it down, and I let this little kid borrow my sled, and I know he's gonna have fun with it. I'm telling you, when you look like this, you can really see how big the sand dune is now that they're out there. Here he goes, kinda. It doesn't go very fast though, does it? Oh, there it goes. There you go. Oh. I guess if he picked his feet up, it might go a little faster, but you can see where all the teeny tiny little bugs have been out here at night. And I say at night because I haven't seen any of them in the day. When I say the sand dunes will take your breath away, not just meaning speechless. If you're trying to climb these sand dunes so you can go sledding, woo! But look how tall this is. So this, I'm almost at the top. Now, I think my path is gonna be this way. That's the biggest slide on the planet, I feel like. Ugh. Only thing is, once you go down, you gotta climb back up, because look, there's our camper. So, oh yeah, so you gotta get back up one way or another. Let's go.
Looks like she's sledding down a volcano with the smoke in the distance. She can't even get going down the hill. Doesn't look very fun to me. I'm glad I didn't go out there.
I'm out of breath from climbing all these, but there's my path. But it stopped. These sand dunes don't slide as well. Coral pink sand dunes in Utah, you can slide real easy. I don't know if I just need to shine my sled. It's plastic, I don't think you can do that. I'm out of breath. But
I was kind of hoping we'd be able to slide all the way down these things. Hadn't found a hill yet that I could, unfortunately. But I'm gonna find it, don't worry. See where I kind of walked that way and then sat down and then tried. But it kind of stopped right there. But there's a lot of ruts right there from all the other side-by-siders, so maybe that's why. I'm out of breath, but I gotta show you this tan line on my feet. Yeah, this is how wide I really am. Ain't that crazy? Can't really see over here because it's mostly sand. Out of breath climbing the sand dunes, but look how pretty this is, y'all. Sand dunes everywhere. Look, oh look, you can see kind of the sand blowing over. How cool. This guy made quite the interesting endeavor.
Just watching people ripping the dunes from our patio, huh, Mavs? You enjoying the scenery, Maverick?
Oh man, this weekend.
What a cool campground. What do you think, Mavs?
It's wild because you can literally camp over here.
The long train on the...
Oh yeah, you can see the beginning of it, can't you?
At the edge of the dunes, there's a big long train that caterpillars across.
It's usually double stacked.
And then that's Highway 78. And these are the famous Imperial Sand Dunes. President's Day, so there's lots of people out enjoying today. But I think we might have the best spot. What do you think?
I think absolutely. Like, look, my patio is basically on the sand dunes. And Maverick can sit right here and enjoy it too. Amazing. We couldn't have got a better spot.
Something on fire in the distance over there.
Now, some of you kids wouldn't get this.
America! Right here at the front porch.
Best afternoon viewing I've had in a long time. Facts.
Incredible views today. Out here.
When you see the side-by-sides out there, you really get a good reality for how big those dunes are. I would tell you, we got cool scenery in every direction here. Here he goes. This dude's ripping over here too. They getting it now. There he goes. Ripping right out my patio. Keep going. Boom's in it.
All the people out here for sunset pictures. It's a popular place to come take some sunset pics, I guess. Or some Instagram pics, maybe. Wow, that was a jump. I missed that.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna go through. It probably made me pee my pants being scared.
Alright, y'all. This is our first full day at Glamis. And I'm just going to throw this out there. I don't know that I've cooked in such a pretty place in a really long time. So, I'm going to really try to hurry up before sunset and get this finished so we can go sit out and eat our dinner patio. Let's do it.
Out every window is magical dunes.
Well, we were going to watch the sunset and then it got all cloudy. So now we're just going to eat on the couch and hope the sun, goes away from the clouds. Me and Rob are getting entertained by all the Instagram models that come out at sunset here. Hang on. You see them back there? They all keep coming out with their dresses and such right at sunset to do their Instagram poses.
It's like they're having their little sandcar convention. Those are cool, man. And let me tell you, it's beautiful out here. Sunrise, sunset, and even in the middle of the day. Craziest thing is this side of the road, no camping. But this side of the road is a 14-day camping limit. But I'm sure it's just honestly to keep people from parking here. So that way the big rigs like us, when they pull in the parking lot, if there's no space, there's somewhere to turn around.
Check out this sunset in Glamis at the dunes. Wow.
Rob did not want to go, so I'm taking the sand road by myself. This seems like quite a steep hill, but at least I'm going down, right? I'm kind of nervous about this, y'all. They said, whew, I'm making it so far, but I'm kind of worried about this hill up here, though, too. Woo. Bumpy, bumpy. But we saw multiple Jeeps, we saw cyber trucks, we saw all kinds of stuff out here, so I feel like if they can do it, surely I can, right? Gosh, I don't know about this. He said that I could do it. So, here we go. This is the really steepest climb that I was worried about. Jeez Louise. Well, my Jeep ducks are kind of going everywhere. So the guys that I just talked to said they're heading this way soon. So if they see me, they'll stop. So I'm hoping it don't come to that. But, jeez Louise, it is a little bumpy. I want to be in the actual dunes, but I don't have the proper setup for that, I don't think. So instead, I'm taking the sand highway to town. And by town, I mean really only just where the camping store stuff is. But I will say, I got no ducks left except one. The rest of them are in the floor already. Oh, Lord. I was kind of worried about that, but that was fun. Mainly only because they pushed me a little further into the deeper sand than I wanted to go. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Is this a tumbleweed? Is this a tumbleweed out here? I think it is. It's a tumbleweed out here, y'all. Tumbleweed! I I'd say the dunes. Riding the actual dunes is probably a little more fun, but... And Rob is not gonna believe I made this. He's probably gonna be thinking that I got stuck somewhere. But I didn't! But I'm also going a little bit slightly uphill, and I'm by myself and don't really want to get stuck. And everybody I've talked to said, if in doubt, speed up, don't slow down. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Now, I just want to remind you, we literally saw a camper on this sand highway, a momentum at that. I don't know how, like, and he looks like he was hauling too. How? Like, my Jeep is a 2016 Jeep Renegade Trailhawk. I call him Rennie because it's a Renegade. Real, you know, not really creative name there, but hey. Not a single video on the Imperial Sand Dunes, so this is it. This is the first one. Well, looks like I made it to the first wash where the peoples are. And I'm at the first little spot where all of the campground people... Wow. This sand is really compact here. And that's it, y'all. I made it. Officially made it to the vendor row area. And I'm just going to show you real quick at the sunset behind me. It's beautiful. We're back to the place we bought my permit this morning, the Glamis Beach store, and back to the highway. I'm just showing you all the sand that blows on the road. I just successfully made my first ever sand adventure on my own in my Jeep because I've never done it before. So, it was fun. And now I'm doing it again tomorrow. While this particular video is our first 24 hours in Glamis, we did end up spending 2 weeks in the Osborne Overlook camping area.
This has got to be one of the best boondocking spots we have ever found. At Osborne Overlook, the entertainment literally came to us every single day.
If you want to see more of our Glamis adventures, we spent a month here. This is only our first 24 hours.
If you like this episode, come back next week to see how we learned to navigate the dunes.
Thanks for watching this week's episode, and if you don't know us, we are Bethany and Rob of the Roving Vets, and we post videos every Tuesday. See you again next week.